politicians against Tinubu helping the East people. I mean, Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, not only the South, not only the East, not only the West, but is for every state um in Nigeria. So I don't know why they are against it though. I mean, flash my mind back. Is that the reason the Northerners are supporting Peter Obi to become president to Pepe Tinubu? Oh, that one I don't know. But then again, I will leave the full video for you to watch and hear from the horse's mouth. Like, share, and subscribe.
Mr. Kwakwanso, I listened to your interview where you were accusing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of developing the South. I think we need to make a very clear definition of what the South means. The South means the West for Tinubu. Now, earlier, before Tinubu assumed office, your brother Buhari was there. He appointed everybody to the north. He developed rail lines that cut the entire East out. Every project he initiated did not include the East. It was all to the north. There's a proverb that says, there's an Igbo proverb that says that when the he-goat is chewing the grass, that the children learn to chew from the mouth of that he-goat. So, what you're seeing today that Tinubu is doing, from all his political appointments being from the West, from the total destruction of properties in Lagos, belonging mostly to the Igbo people, I have not seen one Northerner get up to say enough is enough to the mundane governor of Lagos State, who has declared war on the eastern part of Nigeria, on the Igbos particularly. Majority of the properties he's destroying belong to us. The Tinubu administration made his appointment, which included some of you, for you Northerners, nothing for the East at all. Very low level type of appointments for the East. I didn't hear you guys say anything. What we are witnessing today started with Buhari. 100% appointment of one region. So what Nigeria has turned out to be today is that any region that comes in can only appoint their own people, benefit for the 8 years and go. And then the next people will come to do the same thing. It is in law, we say that precedence is dangerous in law. And that is why we are seeing what Tinubu is doing today. I have no sympathy for anybody. The problem I have with the North is this your mentality that everybody must dance when you beat the drums. That everybody must shout when you want us to shout. Everybody must lie down when the lights are off by you. It's no longer going to work. There are 3 countries that make up Nigeria. In fact, 4. It is the North, the West, the East, and the Middle Belt. These 4 countries make up Nigeria. And until we realize the fact that we have a constitution that guarantees these things and begin to work so that every component part of Nigeria will benefit, we're not going to see any unity. We're not going to see any peace. You're talking about infrastructural development. People are dying in Benue. The Fulanis are murdering people in Benue, Enugu. Mr. Kwakwanso, I did not hear you say a word. So the lives of those people who died in Benue and Enugu, they don't matter to you. Right now, everybody is talking about Tinubu. Everybody, all the Northerners are beginning to see every evil in Tinubu. Who created the monster that is killing the children today? You guys did. You brought him out. He said it was his turn because he gave you people all the leverage for Buhari to come out. He supported Buhari. He brought him out. He sponsored him. And when Buhari came, what did Buhari do? He appointed the whole Northerners into positions. He took all the infrastructures into the North. None of you said a word. It was perfect. It was beautiful. Because it was to your own benefit. So when people like you, Kwakwanso, when people like El Rufai and the articles of this world come out to talk about marginalization, about favoritism, you started it. Remember, you started it. Every time in Nigeria that things don't go your way, that is when it becomes a Nigerian problem. But when things are going your way, it's not a Nigerian problem. You have the greatest murderers in Nigeria. From the north, you've not reined them in. The innocent poor boy called Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who has been speaking for his people, talking about their marginalization. Buhari went to Kenya and extradited him, renditioned him to Nigeria. You've been putting this young man through trial. The courts have said release him. Did you people release him from the north? No. You handed over your mess to Tinubu. And regrettably, Tinubu is still there holding Nnamdi Kanu for nothing. Meanwhile, Igbo is around in his own territory. This is the nepotism, the tribalism, the wickedness that you guys have created in Nigeria. So Tinubu is only doing what he knows and he learned from you, the masters. You people think Nigeria belongs to the Yorubas and the Hausas. So when one person comes, you guys will shout loudest, and some myopic, mundane Igbo people who don't understand the politics both of you are playing will start clapping for you and said, we want an Atiku, we want a Tinubu. What you people are playing is a ping-pong game of chess, of silliness that everybody who is responsible, who has common sense, will definitely understand. Every 4 years you play this same politics as if all of you are nationalists, as if all of you are patriotic to Nigeria. You're not patriotic to Nigeria. There is no country called Nigeria. You're patriotic to the northern interest. Just like Tinubu is patriotic to his western interest. And let me correct you if you don't know geography. There is no south. It is the east, it is the west, it is the middle belt, and it is the north. All this other creation of north central, not what I don't know, they don't make any meaning. To you people, it doesn't mean anything. You guys have brought Nigeria to where it is today. All of you. So you're coming out now to paint Tinubu as if he's the one. No. He learned from you guys. He learned from you. You sat down and brought out a Muslim ticket. You brought out somebody like Shetima to become the vice president of this country, knowing very well what that man has done. The havoc he's committed tonight in Nigeria. Because you wanted a northern ticket. You wanted somebody that will put these people in their place. That's why you ran that ticket. So suddenly all of you have become patriotic. Oh, you now like the northerners. How many Hausa people are governors in the north? How many? You've marginalized the Hausas to the extent that they can't even breathe in their territory. They can't breathe. You've taken over all the positions, local government, everything. The Hausas are your tomboys there. Your Fulani people are rampaging the whole country, raping women, killing people everywhere. I don't see you people come out robustly to talk about anything that they are doing. You do not even mourn the dead. You don't even talk about them. In your mindset, they don't matter. Tinubu did this. There's no south. Tinubu is taking everything to the west. You guys have been in government since. Have you opened all the other seaports in Warri, in Calabar, in One? No. You kept it so that you can always share between it. You kept it in Lagos. People from the east have to ship something to Lagos before they bring it to the east. But you not unless you have your own dryland seaport. The wickedness you people are implementing in Nigeria is beginning to hurt everybody. So shout for all we care. Talk about everything. None of you is patriotic to Nigeria. And I wish the rest of Nigeria will understand the games you people are playing. You seem to be fighting Tinubu now. The next minute all of you are drinking tea and sitting on the floor and talking and planning against every other nationality in Nigeria. Even when you people become governor or president, nothing will change. Nothing will change. You changed nothing. Is there a federal road in the east that you guys reconstructed or tired? Name one that Buhari did. The gas pipeline that is coming from Imo State, did he not cut off Imo State completely, the whole of Igbo land completely? You guys think everybody is a fool. I think you guys should just stop making noise. Whoever emerges, and if there is no president by 2027, to your tent, O Israel. Why don't you people even ask for separation of this country? Let everybody go and work hard. And let us see who will develop more. All you guys are talking about, the northern today, the southern today, it's all for your own personal interest. Your families, your children. It's not for the masses. And I think you guys should stop disturbing the airspace. If you guys don't get the president, blow up the country, do whatever you guys want to do. And let everybody stay in their territory. Let everybody go and develop their nation. These lies and deceit is more than enough.
Yeah, I want to share why 4 years is enough for Peter Obi to put Nigeria on the right track. First year, first day, he waged war against insecurity, starting with our national borders, by militarizing our own national borders, putting strong border policies to make sure our borders are fully secure. He will follow that up by decentralizing our security architecture, by creating state police, community police, regional police that will help us to solve insecurity problems within the state. Then he follow that up by creating a decentralized anti-terrorism squad. A decentralized anti-terrorism squad that will be a combination of the MOPOL, the Navy, the Air Force, the Army, that will help us to wage war against terrorism. And he followed that up by creating an advanced intelligence unit, advanced national intelligence unit, in fact, a possible decentralized intelligence unit, where they will be equipped with advanced surveillance systems, advanced drones, and they can possibly build a website, advanced website, where citizens can share intelligence with our intelligence unit Somebody don't need to walk down to anybody to go and blow whistle. He can stay in his house, log into our intelligence unit website or software and blow whistle anonymously or share intelligence anonymously to our intelligence unit. So this will help us to wage war against insecurity in our country. And secondly, we follow up that by cutting the cost of governance. Immediately we follow that up by cutting the cost of governance and waging war against corruption. Cutting the cost of governance will begin by removing unnecessary expenses and removing unnecessary agencies. There are a lot of agencies in this country that are absolutely doing nothing. All those agencies should be removed. Workers should be sacked. All those agencies should be removed. Workers sacked to reduce the cost of governance. Agencies are not doing it, should be removed. And immediately follow that up by waging war against corruption. The best way to wage war against corruption is to digitalize our procurement and digitalize our governance. Governance should be digitalized. Our procurement should be digitalized. The way contracts are being awarded should be digitalized in the website or a software in real time. Our contracts are being bid should be digitalized. Our contracts are being awarded should be digitalized. How much allocated to a particular contract should be digitalized online in real time. Should be digitalized in real time. Amount given to a certain person to carry out a contract should be digitalized in real time in every aspect of governance. This will help us to wage war against corruption. This will help us to make transparency in our governance model by digitalizing the governance structure. Then the next thing it will do is to stabilize our economy by carrying out tax reforms, carrying out good tax reforms, by unifying our exchange rate. Then the handling fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy should not be removed in a war. Fuel subsidy should be removed phase by phase, so that the masses will not feel the burden at once. First of all, it will wage war against the corruption behind the fuel subsidy. After waging war against the corruption behind the fuel subsidy should be removed phase by phase, which will help to relieve the pain that the masses will. Then the second year, the government will carry out massive infrastructure development. That is the construction of railway lines interlinking critical cities, construction of our federal roads, construction of our interstate roads to enable the movement of goods and services to move so easily. Then the government will invest massively on energy and electricity. The best way we can solve our electricity problem in this country so easily is to decentralize our power generation into 6 political zones. And each political zone should have a separate power plant. And the federal government can build these 6 power plants simultaneously. So the way the federal government can build this power simultaneously is for the federal government to take a certain percentage from the money allocated to the states in that political zone and internally generated revenue. The federal government will take a certain percentage from the money allocated to the states in that political zones, combined with the money the federal government will bring to those political zones, will help to build this power plant simultaneously. We have to build this power plant simultaneously, and Nigerian citizens and individuals that are ready to invest in the building of that power plant can also invest their money. They can also invest their money in the way of buying shares, so that when that power plant is built, they can also receive profit when that power plant generates revenue in the future. So this method can help to build power plants, 6 power plants simultaneously so quickly. Then the federal government should build modular refineries. Modular refineries will be built. Modular refineries will be built on critical communities, critical regions with the oil. Modular refineries can be built. This will help to solve fuel crisis in the problem and will help to reduce the importation of fuel, which will help to reduce the cost of fuel in the country. So the federal government will invest massively on agriculture. The vast land in the north can invest massively on agriculture, commercial agriculture. The federal government can invest massively on it to war against food insecurity. And after that, the federal government can invest massively on education. Education is very, very paramount. Academic education, technical education, equip our institutions, equip our universities to make sure they get into world-class levels, so our students, the young ones can be well educated to be productive. And the government can also build computer programming schools. Very, very important. Computer programming schools strictly on programming, where millions of youth can be graduated from strictly computer programming schools that will be trained on software development, trained on hardware development, trained on all manner of programming, AI development, artificial intelligence. All manner of programming skills should be given to youth of this country. Strictly programming schools that will train them to stack level. Remember, they will be competing internationally and be competing nationally. So education very, very important. Then the government can invest massively on our health sector to make sure improve our health sector. So all this can be done in the second year. All this can be implemented in the second year. Then the third year, the government can carry out constitutional and political reforms, like the Electoral Act, to make sure that it's transparent election in the future, strengthening our judiciary to make sure the judiciary is independent and the judiciary can operate independently, strengthening other institutions to make sure the law is equal to everybody. So the third year, the government can do all this. Then the fourth year, the government can just carry out sustainability of everything that he has done throughout the year to make sure every other implementation is being carried out till the end of the fourth year. So in 4 years, the government can do all these things and Nigeria will be in the right track. So when all people saying Peter Obi cannot put Nigeria on the right track under 4 years is bullshit. You don't need 30 years to put Nigeria on the right track. You just need the political will and the sincerity to put Nigeria on the right track.